This is going to be a quick one. Good day, Robin. And oh, Carter. Oh, awesome. It's a Flying Squirrels game. Thanks for joining. I just wanted to do a quick live feed. I know I didn't announce this, but wanted to announce when Jeff Jeter, what's up? Wanted to announce that I'm going to start taking this YouTube thing a little bit more scheduled. So I'm going to be releasing my videos. Oh, that's good, Jeff. Jeff was a co-worker of mine. Always good to see him. I'm going to be releasing my videos every Monday and Friday, and then trying to do a live chat on Tuesdays. So that's the main gist of this video, and to answer any questions you have out there. So Robin, Carter, or Jeff, there's not a lot of you on right now, but I do appreciate each and every one of you being on. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know and try to help you out. Any news in the Wing Bowl? I think the Wing Bowl is. Oh, thank you, Robin. Okay. All right, just making sure. The Wing Bowl, no more news in the Wing Bowl. I just did talk to the station today, but very briefly, over tickets that I won for another event. And as of right now, it looks like the Wing Bowl is still 50-50 with it's not looking promising. So unfortunately, it's a big one for me. Hate to lose that one. This is my new pretend bib. I'm going to be wearing eating contest. I just put this on for the shot. So Carter, I know you saw me at the Flying Squirrels game. Robin, do you find me just off YouTube or my next competition? Just Saturday I was in Hamburg, PA, at a hamburger festival. I did a hamburger contest, and then coming up this Saturday, I'll be in a town called Kennett Square, the mushroom capital of the world, doing fried mushrooms. That's another 10-minute contest. And then I think on the 23rd, I'm in New York City doing dumplings. That's a 2-minute contest. That's a really short one. We also have any questions out there? I see there's 7 people on now, so we have more people on. So just quick review. I'm going to be releasing videos of eating contests, eating challenges on Mondays and Fridays. So every Monday and Friday, I'm going to post a new video, and I'll probably go live or do something else every Tuesday. Oh, excellent, Robin. I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of friends that do the videos, so it's been doing a lot of collaborations. It's something that's fun to do, as well as just challenges in general. I do like to take the idea of challenges from suggestions. So if you guys have any suggestions on what you would like to see me do or attempt to do, please feel free to suggest it. And if it's something that's possible I can fit in with my competition schedule, then I'll gladly do it. Wow, Bob, why am I such a rock star? Well, Maddie, you need to get out more. I appreciate your support. You've always been very supportive. I don't know that I'm a rock star. I've been fortunate enough in life to get some good friends behind me. Jeff's definitely an old friend of mine. He's definitely been supportive of me, comes to my events. Wing Bowl is a great guy. Right now, I have a good clothing sponsor with Berserk Athletics. Make excellent shirts. Carl's Cards and Collectibles has been with me for, I don't know, many years, probably 10 years. So I'm very fortunate that I have a lot of good people that that help this experience and help me in my eating journey. Where can I buy that shirt? Well, you can buy the shirt from Berserk Athletics, and I can put a link out there. There's nothing online yet. Right now, we're just taking orders, but it is something that's going to be available. I'm probably going to slim it down to do more of just the B.O.B and not have the ads on it. Turn around. So that's a custom shirt for me, just to get my social media stuff out there when I contest. It's just easier to do it that way. But I'm probably just going to be selling the a B.O.B bling one through Berserk. Great athletic company. They did this custom shirt for me, no problem. Thank you, Maddie. Oh, Jeff, please. I'm the farthest thing from a rock star. I appreciate you and Maddie saying that, but I'm just a guy, as you know, Jeff, very well, that got myself in a situation where I can make some money outside the IT world. Thank you, Chilltown. Appreciate it. Definitely always appreciate your support. And Mike, oh, thank you, Mike. Legend. I don't know about that. Everybody thinks that they're special in some certain way, but when it comes down to it, we're all just regular people doing different types of occupations. But I appreciate the thought. Jeff, I will post a link. Let me get the. I'll have to add that into the comments of the video on how to order. We don't have anything set up officially yet, so you can't order today, but we will have it in the next week or two set up. I'm still working with Berserk to get the final details. Oh, Carter. Yeah. As of today, Carter, do I have dogs? I had 2 dogs at the start of this year. So in January, at the end of January, unfortunately, we had to put the one down. It's a pretty sad situation. It's been wearing diapers for probably the last 2 years of his life, and he was really starting to have trouble at the end. So unfortunately, we had to put him down in January, and about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or so, 4 weeks ago, our other dog, which we had, he was a Hurricane Katrina rescue dog. He died naturally at home. He was getting old, and so as of right now, I don't have any dogs. We lost 2 this year, and I think it's enough for at least the rest of the year. I'm not going to get any more dogs. Maddie, what's been better for me, MLE or independent? Well, of course, MLE is where I started. I started right off with them outside doing eating contests like in college and things like that. But seriously, eating, I started with MLE. So they gave me some great opportunities. I put in a lot of time. The one year, I think I did 35 to 40 contests driving all around. And so, I definitely put in work, but they gave me a lot of incredible opportunities, and I really appreciate that. They're very supportive of new eaters. And of course, they want to lock everybody up in a contract because they're allowing you to eat in their contest. So I appreciate their business model, but I think it just got to a point where that wasn't the model for me anymore. I wanted to do outside things. And if you live in the Philadelphia area like I do, Wing Bowl is a massively huge contest. The Philadelphia Wing Bowl is just huge. And I couldn't do that if I was with Major League Eating. So the independent world, once I went independent, I was expecting only to do Wing Bowl and really not get a lot of other big opportunities. But since then, I've gotten some great stuff. I've gotten a bunch of baseball appearances. I've gotten Japanese TV shows. So I've gotten to do things that I would never have gotten to do with MLE. I don't think it's better than MLE, but I think it's given me a new opening of great things that I could do that I wouldn't have been able to do with MLE. Do I miss the guys in MLE? Of course, and the ladies. You miss the competitors, but it was time for me to move on. Isaiah, thank you very much for subscribing. And Maddie, don't worry about it. It's all good, Maddie. We dealt with it. It was much harder on my children than it is on myself. I have a junior in high school, one junior in college, and a senior in college right now. So I thought they'd be old enough to be able to take it, but once the moment hit, even though we knew it was coming, it was a little bit tough. Mike Collinson, what do I do in IT? At this point in my IT career, I do IT admin work. I work as a consultant at a company doing basically ID administration. So I grant rights and access to their systems, take it away, that type of stuff, make sure the right people are seeing the right things. So I'm a consultant at a firm now. I've been there for going on 4 years at this current assignment. Who eats faster in your opinion, Molly or Matt Stoney? Love you, Bob. Crafty Badger 86. It almost seems like, thank you, Crafty Badger. Who eats faster? I've not competed against Matt in years. And I'm just going to assume right now, since I've competed against Molly and seen her speed, that right now today, Molly is faster. I'm going to say Molly has a better capacity, but I'd also say she's faster than Matt. But to be fair, I haven't competed against Matt for a while, so I've not seen him in a long time. Maddie, sounds like your independent scene is way better. You're doing your first MLE contest this month. Well, I don't know that the independent scene's better. There's certain things that every competitive eater wants to do. They want to do the Nathan's Hot Dog Contest. So they're willing to spend thousands of dollars catching flights, flying around the country to qualify for the Nathan's Contest, which is generally considered the big contest in the competitive eating scene, for those, especially those new to the scene. So go for it. If that's a goal of yours, it's great to say you're at Nathan's. Everybody knows Nathan's. So it's kind of a big deal. So they offer that. So that's a very positive thing. As far as the independent scene, it's nice to be able to do anything you want at all. Like the baseball games I've done this year, just incredible opportunities. They're treated, fantastically. I do corporate functions that really would have been hard for me to do if I was with Major League Eating. It would have been possible, but everything would have had to been run through them, which is their right. It's their business. That's the way they choose to run it. And, they're protecting their brand, which is way more valuable than I am to them. Their brand is, of course, everything. So I respect their rights. It just wasn't time for me it was time for me to move on, rather. Good luck to you in your contest. So what contest are you doing, Maddie? Because it says next month and I don't see. Nice roll, Mike. Well, yeah, Mike, if you're in the IT world, net development, so that's awesome. That's a little bit more high end than me. Yeah, I was doing the desktop. I managed a group of desktop people, supported a large client. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it was time for me to move on to something else. So this is a different job. It's no better. It's just a different opportunity for me. So I'm really enjoying not having to answer the phone all the time, not be able to plan your day out a little bit, that you're going to do this project and not have to worry about people needing assistance at all moments of the day. Cheers from India. Wow. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. Page you got. I do have lots of my social media. I'll put that on here at the end. Showtime, do eaters pay their own way to Nathan's? I can only speak to my experience with it, Major League Eating. So as far as Nathan's, to my knowledge, no one pays to get to Nathan's. You might only get a travel stipend. If you live in New York City, they might only give you $100. So it's kind of get shortchanged a little bit. But if you live in California, they fly you there and they give you some travel money. It used to be when I was doing it for about a dozen years, you used to get some travel money. So you'd have to get the cab from the airport there. I only got basically mileage in my car because I usually drove every year, being so close. I'm in Pennsylvania. So it's like a couple hours for me. So I would get like a travel stipend. It might have been $200 or something. But as far as the eating contests themselves, I paid my way to most every contest I did for Major League Eating. The vast majority, I paid my own way there. I looked at the prize money and said, I'm only going to work for X amount of money. Do I feel that I'm going to hit this contest? And if I did, then I would, look at my schedule and say, hey, I can fit that in. It'll work. if I looked at my schedule and said there's something's going on with my kids, we got a game I can't miss, then I would just skip the contest. Otherwise, I would go on my own. Poutine, Maddie. Poutine is a rough contest. It is fun, but it goes lightning fast. And the next thing you know, you're flying through tons and tons of boxes of poutine. It's a different thing. Wouldn't normally eat poutine. Not that it doesn't taste good. It's just not real big in the States here. But we did get a place. They opened one up in Philadelphia. I haven't been to it yet. But it's a good contest, and the gravy helps it go down pretty quick. So I've been fortunate there. I was there when it was like kind of misting one time, and it made the fries a little bit softer, so they went down especially easier. Mike, yeah, I hear you on the IT. Carl, cheers from Faroe Islands. I'm not sure where that is, but I appreciate the support. Let me know. That's awesome. Faroe Islands. Natasha, thank you very much. All is well. Things are going great in my life. I don't have any kind of special life. I have my life that I try to lead my way, and I'm super fortunate. I have a wife of 27 years. I had to think about that. I have 3 kids. Doesn't make me any better or worse than people that aren't married or divorced or don't have kids. But it's working for me, and we're very supportive of each other and supportive of what everybody does. So I'm super excited. Everything is well, Natasha. Okay, Maddie. So if you do make Nathan's, I'm assuming they're going to fly you from Vancouver, Canada, because they've flown other people from Canada before. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think if you're from, say, Australia and you happen to be on vacation and won, say, a qualifier in Vegas, I don't know, there might be something like that. But in Vancouver, I don't see why that would be a problem. The hotel, everybody gets put up at the hotel. The qualifications, again, I'm speaking from when I was involved. Guys had to eat 20 hot dogs minimum. So if you went to Las Vegas Casino and ate 1 hot dog and won, you'd be able to compete at the final table, but they wouldn't fly you there and they wouldn't put you up. But as long as you eat 20 hot dogs, they fly you there and put you up. This is if you're a male. The number was lower if you were female. I don't remember what that was, and I'm certainly been out of it probably 3 or 4 years now. That I can't speak to that. But don't worry about that, Matt. If you qualify, they'll take care of you. You can always ask beforehand. I think Sam's still working the lead on that type stuff. Sam's a good guy. Just ask Sam, and he pretty much will be right up front with you and tell you what to expect. Miss Hobbs. Wow, this is a YouTube superstar is checking in on my channel. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Miss Hobbs. She does some great recipes, and she's going to be monetized in lightning no time. Andrew, things are going well. Thank you very much for stopping in and asking. I just want to repeat there's a lot more people on now. I'm going to be a little bit more, I'm going to go to more of a schedule for my postings from now on. I've been kind of posting randomly. I'm going to post new videos every Monday and Friday and do something either live or maybe an extra video on Tuesdays. So Mondays and Fridays are a lock to get a new video. And Tuesdays is going to be up in the air, whether it be a live eating stunt, Q&A, or something. So my McDonald's cheeseburger blew my mind. It's like you didn't even breathe. It deserves a million views. Wow, that would be awesome, Crafty Badger, if that got that. I've been fortunate enough there's certain foods that I can eat very quickly. Crystal hamburgers comes to mind. They're almost the perfect size for me to get in. For whatever reason, the McDonald's cheeseburgers really went fast. I wasn't planning on doing that video. That was a spontaneous thing because I had some people at home to film me. So I was almost as surprised as anybody at the time I did. I expected to beat the 2 minutes. Not by far, but I expected to set the record. And Isaac had a time that had held up for a long time, but I appreciate that. I was very happy with it. Number one, does Bob smile in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, only 50,000? Oh, the Faroe Island. Wow, 50,000 people live here. That is awesome. Thank you very much for stumbling in. I don't know how you found out about me, but Carl, I appreciate you coming. Tell the other 49,999 people how incredible this Q&A is. From Finland, thank you, Atso. Finland, wow. That's awesome. Thank you very much for stopping in. And Cute Swiss cheers from UK, Yorkshire. Wow, I have some competitive eating friends in the UK for sure. I'm sure you know their channels. Cute Swiss. Beard is just fantastic. I love messing around with Beard. He is a great guy, so funny in person, incredibly funny. I don't know if it's his dry sense of humor or me not being able to understand half of what he says. I know I mumble and I blend my words together. So he probably has a hard time understanding me. And I'm just old and I can't understand his British accent half the time. So I think it's incredible when I talk to him. He just makes me laugh. Bob, would I recommend the ketogenic diet? I'm trying to shed some pounds. Thanks. Gary, I can't recommend any diet. I don't know if you see me. That's the other thing I'm going to be posting on Tuesdays. I'm going to be posting my fitness, which I kind of dropped off posting those videos. I'll be posting that. I have to seriously curtail my calories when I diet. I don't know anything about the ketogenic diet. I know the theory behind it. I can't recommend it. But as far as my status right now, this morning I was 305 pounds, which is pretty big for me. I think I feel good about 270. At that point when I'm 270, I just feel like I'm just a really huge guy. So I'm kind of like feeling a little sluggish, but it's the weight's been coming off, but it's time to crank it up now that my kids are back in school. Beard, oh my gosh, Beard, yes. Uh, yeah, you're right, cute man. He does some funny things off the camera. Um, oh well, thank you, Chilton, and the new Mr. Worldwide. Apparently, I have random fans. I don't have a set pool of fans that are spread out evenly throughout the world. Pro Islands is a new one to me. I have to look that up after I get off this. Um, I found out of you after Adam gave you a shout out. Oh, okay, yeah. Beard has been incredible for my channel. It is so funny in the United States. If you don't know my background, I'm basically a person who makes my money at the eating at the table. I do very well in competitions as opposed to like YouTube, where some people have a huge YouTube channel. I have a very small presence compared to someone like Beard. I have to win my money at the table or get paid appearance fees, to go to a private party or whatever, appear somewhere and do a contest. So um, a lot of people don't know about my channel, and Beard really helped expose my channel to people out there, obviously. Andrew, yeah, the contest on Saturday, no problem. Um, that was an interesting contest. I'd won the contest 3 years in a row. I attended first in 2012. This is the Hamburg, PA Hamburger eating contest. Attended in 2012 just to watch an all pro event. It left all pro, and now it's just a plain vanilla independent event. I won the last 3 years, fortunately enough. And I think my numbers, the highest was like 12 and a half or 14. And this year they switched to a smaller burger. And they made a lot more burgers than they normally do. But I ate 24, Dan ate 22, Dave ate 20. We ate huge numbers. And it's weird when you see the videos, they try to keep it even for everybody. I had more burgers than other people. So they took two of my burgers away and gave it to somebody else so we could all finish at the same time. At least, if somebody finished over here, someone didn't have like four burgers over there. So they worked it as best they could. I haven't looked at the video yet to see, but I think the video will show that I think we all five of us finished. We were all on our last burger at the same time. So the contest was a couple minutes short. We blew away the record, but it's kind of silly to say we broke the record because it's a totally different burger. It was much quicker, but thank you very much. I could be a good bodyguard. Well, Mike, yes, I did Krav a while ago, and I've since had shoulder surgery 2 years ago that didn't really heal, and I have a video coming out this week. I think my next video I'm going to post is on Friday, where I did 4 different eating contests at the Richmond Flying Squirrels game, and they were only 1-minute contests though, and I did it against different fans. But part of that appearance is I threw out the first pitch, and they had me throw from the pitching rubber, which is 60 feet 6 inches in the States, and I couldn't reach home plate. So that's the background story. That's where my arm's at now. I couldn't be anybody's bodyguard. I can't be my own bodyguard. Okay. Um, Q, thank you very much. I am taking care of my health. For those of you that don't know anything about my background, I've been doing competitive eating probably since about 2000 ish or so. And I go to the doctors probably 5 times a year to my general doctor, once every other month or so. I get blood tests way more than normal. All my blood tests have come up good. Now, just because that's healthy, I don't have diabetes or high cholesterol or anything like that, doesn't mean that carrying around this weight's good for you. I'm now 51 years old, and obviously in my knees, it's taking a beating. At some point, it's going to catch up to me. So I'm really trying this year to try to at least get the overall weight down to move around a little bit better. They mentioned before my shoulder that totally didn't recover like I thought it was going to. Miss Hobbs, will you be doing anything with any of the other guys soon? I was just with Dan on Saturday and Dave. And then this Saturday, I'll be with Dan and Dave again. But we fell through. Dan and I are trying to do something that I failed at with another competitive eater. And we just haven't locked on that date. That's going to be an actual YouTube collab versus a contest. So we'll hopefully get that with Killer Kennedy. Check out his channel, another great eater. We'll hopefully get that locked down. I'm sorry, Richmond. Okay. Labral repair. Yeah, I'm like that. Um, that was a tough surgery. My son got the same thing I did. He got it a couple months after me. Exact same surgery I had, the exact same damage. Of course, he's 20 years old when he got his, so he's pretty much fully recovered. I didn't follow through with the rehab as much as I probably should have, and that pitching motion is kind of messes me up, as well as the bench press. I can do bench for reps, but I haven't really been able to put any weight on, which is something that 30 years ago I loved bench pressing. I love just put some weight on. It's really tires you out, and it's a good feeling to get pumped up. But now it's more like a cardio weightlift thing, which is kind of a bummer, but it's fine. It'll all work out. Do you have to train to maintain capacity, or does it come naturally? Crafty Badger. Wow. When I first started competitive eating, I didn't train. I just showed up and entered the events and didn't do as well as I would like. I did start to then train, and there are certain people that really helped each other out. I talked to a guy named Tim Janis, who no longer competes anymore. We used to talk a lot about training. And then Joey Chestnut and Patrick Bertoletti came on the scene. And then we really shared information. And it got to be like, okay, we drank X amount, and this amount, and this amount, and this amount. So we kept going. And it turns out later they were using me as a guinea pig because I was the oldest person. If I didn't die, they felt safe. Not that I was always doing the most. But so I've been through years and years of training. So I've got to the point right now that I have the ability to stretch my stomach in a relatively rapid period of time. Whereas it used to take me a month to build up to train for a contest. Sometimes I only do water training for the day before and the morning of the contest, really dependent on the contest. For instance, I have a 2-minute dumpling contest coming up, which I don't need capacity for. So I'll probably just do water that morning, drive up to New York City, be in the contest. So it's kind of like I partially maintain a certain capacity, but I'm nowhere near what I used to do. I was 16 ounces short of 4 gallons at my peak, and that's just an insane amount. Dangerous for anybody. No one should try to do that. And no one's making enough money in competitive eating to put that much liquid in their body. I don't recommend anybody train even with a half gallon. It's very dangerous. It's kind of like if you talk to a sword swallower at the circus, don't swallow a sword because you saw them do it. Carl, thank you very much. I'm going to wrap up soon. It's been a half hour here. Dumbbells only for me, I hear you. Yeah. Mike, it is painful. Not painful to hurt, painful to think that you finally had the surgery and you're just not where you want to be. Carl, thanks so much for stopping in. Joey, competing against Joey. Well, tell Joey I said hi. Tell Joey I predict that you're going to crush him in that contest. Any advice? in that contest, no. He crushed me a couple of times. And it's just not, and I was on. The one time I was on, but him and Stoney were really on fire. I'm going to say that they got light bowls of poutine, but I have zero proof of that. So probably something I just made up on the spot right now. But we'll go with it. They had lighter bowls than me, but now he's incredible. What does water entail? Darren eats. Look at, sorry. So now we have, I'm sorry, I pissed Wayne. So Wayne Alhenio, massive YouTube superstar, and then followed up with Darren Eats, another YouTube superstar, and 2 more Big John TV. This is insane, all this stuff. Thank you very much for stopping in. Appreciate it. What you guys missed was I'm going to be releasing videos every Monday and every Friday. They're going to be either a challenge video, contest video, some type of official eating video. And on Tuesdays, I'm either going to do a QA, some type of live video, a live eat, an update on my trying to get fit, my furious journey, which was kind of stalled after a really lackluster wing bowl performance, to be honest with you. But that's what you guys missed. So now that you're up to speed, what does water entail? Water entails chugging a large volume, of which I have many videos out there. And the most I've ever posted is a 2.5 gallon video, and that's the most I'll ever post officially, because people are trying to do this stuff and potentially killing themselves. So it's a lot of water. Am I doing anything with the beard in the near future, Kieran? I am trying to lock down something in October, and we're very close. Don't have the details to announce it yet, but hopefully in the States, I'm doing something with beard. But that's all me wishing. He's going to deny this right now. And if he gets upset, I didn't say anything about October. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying. Is it true that all these new rookie eaters are jeopardizing your status as the best looking eater? Wow. First off, that's an incredible amount to type. And very much admire your typing dedication there, Darren. And I've had an issue about this best looking eater thing. I get a lot of feedback that I'm the best looking eater, but I did get a new contact prescription last week, and it turns out I don't really think I'm the best looking eater anymore. So I think that these new eaters, and pretty much most every eater, I think sadly overtook me. So now I'm just an eater. I'm not best or looking, but sometimes I'm best in the right contest. Mike, yeah, I hear you. Wayne, your head looking extra shiny, or do you wax it? I think that's just the lighting. I'm not even sweating, which is rare. But no, Wayne, no waxing today. Darren's not a superstar. No, Darren's not a superstar. Anybody that has blinds that aren't straight, that's like superstar status right there. That's like the Mendoza line in baseball. If you have blinds that you can't hang straight, not a superstar. I wish I could twerk, then maybe it would happen. All right. I'm not even sure what that's going to, but time to eat later, Mom. Okay. Well, it's over a half hour in, and unless somebody else has some other questions, I think we might wrap this up. Blinds lying on a stove. Exactly, Mike, right? I really thought that he set that up every single video he shot because it looks like his stove would catch on fire or the blinds would catch on fire. And apparently he just does that. So he must not cook on those burners over there. And I've heard that from several people. Killer Kennedy's been to his house, his apartment, and says that that's how it is. Wayne says everyone says how it is. The beard surprised you with a northern accent and not the stereotypical British accent. Kieran, I'm not sure of any of the accents. I just know that my old ears, I couldn't follow. Carl, peace. Thank you very much. And Mike, thank you very much. So if there's no other questions, I'm going to wrap it up one more time, though. I'm going to say, I like to live life. Yeah, you do. I'm going to say, again, Mondays and Fridays, eating videos posted, lock that down. Tuesdays will be my other day that it's going to be a wild card. But I'm going to be throwing something out there every Tuesday. My kids are back in school. I have time. They fit in my schedule because the weekends, Saturdays, I'm usually competing. So I want to thank everybody very much for coming out this. And before we go, I just wanted to show you the big thing that helps me on my diet. That's my garbage disposal card. We motivate each other. Thank you for Big John TV. I'm sorry I missed you. I did say you real quick. Big John TV, there's another great channel. Please check him out. That's a great family channel, which I'm a family person, of course. Doesn't make me better than anybody, but I can appreciate a quality video that's put out there. You don't have to worry about your kids watching. He's going to put out something that's going to be interesting, food reviews, lots of great stuff, but it's totally kid-friendly. His kids are there. They don't feel like they're being forced into it. You look like you're just watching a natural family, which is awesome. You're welcome, Bob. You will link to the shirts in the future. I definitely want in the future, probably like 2 weeks to get this thing straightened out. Oh, John, please, I love watching your videos because it's like very simple. You know you're going to enjoy it. Wayne, I'm trying to concentrate on Bob's head now. Exactly. I'll go up higher so you can't see it. All right. So again, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And look forward to my next video on Friday. It's going to be 4 eating contests in one day. 1 hour, I think it took me. I did 4 different eating contests against different opponents each time. So the amount I was in my stomach kept adding up, and they were all fresh people in the contest. So look forward to that. Seeing that on Friday. Thank you so much. You guys have a great night, and thank you for making me just a small part of your life. I have to go look up the Faroe Islands. Thank you all. There it eats. Come on, man. Trying to end. You got to throw that out there. Thank you.